Hello and welcome to day 27 of the No New November challenge. My name is Emma. This is the Creative Clear Seat channel. Today we're going to be making some envelopes. So I am going to get out my envelope punch board. Here, you don't need this specifically. I will show you how to make one without. There's a couple of different ways you can do it, but I'm going to use this for... Actually, I'll do one without first, and then you can see what it's like. So I've chosen some... I'm just going to grab some little 6x6 squares of various different papers here. I'm going to use this one first. So the best way to do this is to use the grid on your desk thing, if you have one, whatever you call it, mat. So I will line up the corners here, and I start off by bringing this up. Now you want to bring this bottom one up to just beyond this line here, which is coming through here, and then you want to make sure that it's straight, so using the line which is underneath and straighten that up. Okay, and then you want to pop that against that and bring this up to the same place, using the line to keep it straight. Okay, now you want there to be an overlap. You want it to be about the same width. So at the moment this one is kind of coming at 5 of these big squares, so I want it to be about 5 of these big squares down here as well. So we want it to be about here. And straighten this out. So you can see at the moment this is a little bit wonky, so I need to straighten this all up like so. Then this time what I will do is I'll fold those down and I'll bring this to the point where they cross over here. And then you do the same on the other side where they cross over. Now what you want to do is these little triangles here where the folds are, let's see if you can you see those folds? We want to cut those out. So we want to cut this here across here, and then we want to cut that there, cut this here, cut this here. Sorry, I'll cut that just a little bit too far in. You want to make sure that you get the fold gone. There we go. And then cut this up here and across here. Trying to do this with me stand in the way is quite difficult because I can't quite see. Put that there. Move this into the rubbish. Now I want mine to have a curved outside, so I'm going to get my corner punch chomper and do the top. Now the bottom one, when we've got it folded up like this, is going to be yeah, no, that's right. Perfect on this particular one. If this is a wider envelope, if we hadn't brought it all the way to the front, to the middle, you could have just cut this across here. Don't need to do it on this one. I am going to just trim this down a little bit because it's just slightly overlapping the front one. Just a little bit more. This is not necessary, this is just cosmetic, but I'm wanting to do it, so there we go. So it'll be like this. Now I'm just going to get my double-sided sticky tape. You can use glue, but I'm going to use my double-sided sticky tape. The first bit I'm going to do is this bit. Do that all the time. I end up peeling both the stick and the top off and not actually leaving the stick down. There we go. So I do that, bring this down over, and then we're going to pop some along here. So piece one. These are really cute little envelopes, these are. You can do all sorts of different styles. There are many YouTube videos on how to make envelopes. Can't think of a particular one. I mean, most of the time I end up just looking at the piece of paper I've got and assessing the paper, because you can do it a couple of other ways. So then we've got our first little envelope. So this will be a square. So it's slightly skew-if. If it's slightly skew-if, you can just fix it by correcting here at the top. But it's okay. That does the job anyway. So I'm really pleased with that one. Now let's do one of the other ones. So the other type of one you can do. Oh, sorry, my cat's going a bit nuts. Yeah, I know, Bells. Is to fold it up in half like this. Not in half, sorry, up a partial piece. Yeah, I know. And then you're gonna trim this along here and return. Trim there, and then just curve these off. There we go. And this time we're just going to fold this over. I'm going to fold a bit off actually, because I've done that a little bit narrow, so I'm just going to fold this down. There we go. Right, there we go. So fold this over here. So you've got an envelope, and then all you're going to do is pop a little bit either side here. So this makes more of a wider envelope. Hope everyone is well today. I am filming decidedly later today. This is a lot later. This week has been a bit more heavy with meetings. So it's be nice to have the weekend soon. There we go. So let's just peel. Oops. The sticky came off in my fingers that time. If you've got like an was it an ATG gun? ATG gun, you can just run that down the sides as well. I'm going to pop a little bit here as well, just because I folded that extra bit. Not because it necessarily you have to do it for this, but when I was folding, I didn't fold it brilliantly, so I'll show you this one again, or the basics of it again. There we go. we've got a little envelope like this. Right, I will do another one for you, but I'm going to do this one. Let's see if I can find a piece of paper here where you'll see the fold a bit better. I'll use this one. Text. So this little book was from The Works. It was £1, which is great, and you get all of these patterns. Quite nice for vintage. It's quite thin paper, so you can't use it for a lot of things, but for this kind of thing it's kind of perfect. So with this one I'll do it again because I overdid it last time. So you want it to fold to about here, and when you cut your corners off, you don't want it to go straight from the corner this time, so not from here, just about 1 centimetre in. That's it. And then we're gonna, I've done it a little bit skewy, so I'm going to take a bit more off of this one. Curve this off. Bring this down. So I hope you're enjoying this. We're coming to the end of the month now, so our journals are very nearly complete, which is great. Next project I'm going to show you how to do is make some tea coasters, I think. I don't know whether I'll do this one first or whether or not I'm just going to get one so you can. So I'm going to show you how to make these. Makes a really great Christmas gift. Don't cost a huge amount to make. Really simple and easy. So that's one of the things I'm going to show you how to make. I'm also going to show you how to make some leather bracelets, braid pieces with some decorations on. These are really easy and quick to make. I've got a couple of other ideas as well, which I'll do on the lead up to Christmas if you're interested in doing so. So like in one of my other videos, you can leave it so it doesn't do up at the side, and you just pop something here for this to tuck into. So let me grab something to use. Just gonna get my little thing of odds and ends that I've got. Maybe we can use one of these. I think that will look nice. Let's pop this in here. Right, that's the one I want. I'm going to get my sorry, loud noise, whatever that was falling. Dried marigold. Just going to get the edges of this with that. I'm also going to get the edges of this because it's slightly orangey. I did something similar in one of the other videos where I turned it into almost like a journaling space. I'm going to do that. So rather than not sellotaping, but fixing this down, I'm going to use it as a pull out. I'm going to leave the inside dark, but that'll be fine. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop a teeny tiny bit on the bottom of this, just like a smile of glue on the bottom, and place it down like this. Ooh. Just thinking of another idea. I like that. So, can I do this quite a lot? I change my mind on things. That is perfectly okay, guys, if you change your mind. I'm going to glue this flower down, so I'm going to get the bottom two petals really gumped up. Pop that down like that. And then we can tuck this behind the flower. I'm going to pop a teeny tiny bit here as well, just to keep the flower a bit straighter. And just gonna get some bling. Ooh! Where did the other one go? What was that? Now this will need some fabric. Oops. I should probably be using tweezers for this. Come on. I think I'm going to do it the other way around. Just pop a bit here. And I will get some tweezers. Easy accessible. Let me find the other one. Just fell on the floor. These ones sparkle so much. They're actually from cake. They're supposed to be for the cake baking, but you can sew them on. They're quite tiny. I think next time I would order some bigger ones rather than the teeny tiny little ones. There we go. go. Just wanted to put an extra bit of glue down because this it wasn't looking like it was going to stick. So we got that one. So I will show you how to use the 1, 2, 3 punch board now. I'm just going to quickly pop this away. I don't need these out. That back. Right. So out comes the 1, 2, 3 punch board. Now I always do this wrong the first time myself. So if you don't get it right, that's perfectly fine. But I have got a 6 by 6 inch envelope, so I'm going to check this out before I go and say where I'm going to do. 6 by 6. So we've got 7, so this would go 4 7/8. So that's, so I'm going to punch this at 3 1/2. Well, no, 3 1/4. Flip it over. And do 3 1/4 on this side. Do 3 1/4 on this side. Sorry, I'm just working out which ones I need to do where. And 3 1/4 on this side. Now you have to, if you're not doing a square, you have to make sure that you're getting these, so this and this point is the same width here, and this point is the same width here. So this one is wider than this at the moment for me. Now what I'm going to do is bring this back in to the where I've punched it, the 3 3/4. You can do it while you're doing it, but yeah. So we're going to score along the envelope line rather than the second line. So that if you're doing a box, that's where you score on this one. You can score both, but we're not doing boxes, so we don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to bring this in, do the opposites, then flip it over and do the opposites there. Okay. So I'm lining, the way I'm lining this up is I'm lining this line here, which I've already done, up. So this will give me the second length. Pop this back. So now when you fold these in, this will come across, this will come across, this will flip up. Now this is where I would say cut it off. So I'm going to just cut off just a teeny tiny bit across the top there. So you get a flat line there. And then this will come down, and I'm going to get my corner puncher again. And punch. There we go, so you have a nice envelope. We are going to stick down here and stick down here. There we go. And there we go. Peel that off. Peel that off. Stick that down. There we go, we've got another envelope. So you can build these up really quickly on sizes and various different ways of doing them. I've got tons of them, so I batch do this in front of the TV. I make loads in different pattern ways. You can also cut them flat across the top here. So I folded this one slightly different in order to get myself the gardening pieces, so it wouldn't have been a flat a perfect kind of, how to show you, when I first was doing it, it wouldn't have been like the perfect like this. I would have done it on the angle like this in order to do it, and then trimmed. What else have I done? All sorts of different ones. Smaller ones you can also just do the almost like a side pocket like this, so without the top. Different sizes. It's really easy to bang out a lot of these. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And what the way, oh sorry, I'll show you what I would do with them in my videos. Not my videos, in my journals. I'll just put this away. Trying to put things away because at the moment my desk is quite busy with a lot of things out. So let's pop those to the side. Get my journal out. So this is out. Put to the side. I'm going to see if I can find one of the page. I think I left a page in here with a some text which I didn't want. So I'll use that to cover it up if I can find it. Boo, boo, boo. This is where I won't be able to find it. And I'll be like, I'm sure. I think I'm going. Wasn't that one? Doot boot. Ah, there. So we've got some birds there. So shall we pop this one on here? No, I think I'm going to pop like these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on just down here and along here. So I've got the pocket, but I've also got a tuck spot behind it. So let's just do that. So I want it down this line here and across the bottom here. So I'm going across here and up here. I'm going to pop this just in the corner here. So I've got the little pocket envelope, and then I'm going to put in there, I've got some bits which I haven't used yet, so let's put one of those in there. One of these in, so I'm going to leave it open like that, and then I'm going to tuck behind it something Find something to put up behind it. So just looking at what I've got. So oh, what did I do with those? Where have they gone? You know what I'm looking for. Aha, there we go. I've got some of these, so I'm going to pop one of those ones in, and I'm going to pop a tall one in as well. And they're just like journal spaces, so leave it in like that. So we've got a nice page. Now the other thing you can do with them is, let's find another place which is pretty empty. Shall we do the back of this on this one? So you can glue them on to your page, much like we did the other one, and just have a flip out and then a tuck spot, and you just have a bit of down the side. Now I'm going to do that, apologies for that beeping, just going to ink up the edges of this so that it ties in a bit better with the back page. Make sure you get all of the edges. You also want to get the inside edge. Oops, sorry, tap the camera. Okay. Now I'm going to glue along this edge here. Basically the flap we're going to glue. To place it on the edge of the page, just like this, down. It makes quite a nice like page decoration on this side, particularly if you're using like pattern papers like this, but also has a very nice little pocket here to put something in. I don't know if I've got anything small enough to go in it at the moment. That'll just about go in there. I've got some, actually no I have, I've got some little things here. So I've got one of those little cards, and actually technically this is a tuck spot, so I'm not going to pop that in there. I'll put my little card in there, and a little flip out, and my, so I've got a card. Inside I've got the card, we've got this, and we've got the little slide that we made inside, I think. Oh no, the slide's going to be too wide. Oh well, keep it going in there. Pop this in here, I can go back in there, and that just closes like that. So that's how we're going to do. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be doing washi tape sample cards. I will show you what they are like. Ones I have, the kind of thing that you get samples from people in Happy Mail. So they look like these. So I've got these from different, so this came from Washi Wednesday. This was gifted to me in one of my Happy Mail exchanges. But what I like to do is I like to use, I'm not going to do this for this, but this is basically one of so the business card laminators that you can, lamination pouches that you get. I've stuck one of the washi tape stickers in and then laminated it through, but you can get the idea. We'll be cutting similar sort of size cards out on these, sticking a washi tape sticker on, or just wrapping it with washi tape tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed today. Again, see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye now.